खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय।
Hello everyone, welcome back to BNR classes. So we were doing the exercise 11.3, so let's continue with it. Today we are to do with the 14th question. So as you can see here, the 14th question says that as shown in the figure, if AB is perpendicular to BC. So in the figure you can see that AB and BC, these two are perpendicular to each other. DC is perpendicular to BC. Again this line segment DC, it is also perpendicular to BC. And DE is perpendicular to AC. So DE and AC are also perpendicular. Then prove that triangle CED is similar to triangle ABC. We have to prove that these two triangles, they are similar. So what is given? We are given AB is perpendicular to BC, DC perpendicular to BC, and DE perpendicular to AC. And to prove triangle CED is similar to triangle ABC. So in proof now, what is given to us? We are given that AB is perpendicular to BC and DC is also perpendicular to BC. The line segment AB and the line segment DC, they both are perpendicular to BC. Now because both are perpendicular to DC, therefore AB and DC will be parallel, because if two line segments or two lines are perpendicular to a common line, then they both are parallel to each other. Now if AB and DC are parallel, then this AC will act as a transversal, and this AC being as a transversal, this angle, that is angle A, or you may name it as angle BAC, and this angle, that is angle DCE, they both are equal. Now if AC is transversal, then angle BAC is equal to angle DCE. And why they are equal? They are the alternate interior angles. Now let us come to this triangles which are to be made similar, that is triangle CED and triangle ABC. Now here, this is the one of the angle which is equal, that is angle DCE is equal to angle BAC. You can say that this is equation 1, so you may write it here as from equation 1. And also this angle is 90, because DE is perpendicular to AC, so this angle, that is DEC, it is 90 degree angle, and even this angle ABC is 90 degrees. So again these two angles are equal, that is angle DEC is equal to angle ABC, each 90 degree, and two angles are equal, and being two angles equal, so we can say that triangle CED is similar to triangle ABC, and this is by AA similarity. So this is what we had to do. Now let's move towards question number 15, the last question of this exercise. It says the midpoint of side BC of triangle ABC is D. D is the midpoint of side BC. If from B a line is drawn bisecting AD such that it cuts side AD at E and cuts AC at X. So what is done here now? From point B, a line is drawn which bisects AD. Bisects AD means it divides AD into two equal parts and it cuts AD at point E, and when produced it cuts AC at point X. Then we have to prove that EX upon BE is equal to 1 upon 3. EX upon BE, the ratio of these two parts of BX, we have to prove that it is 1 upon 3. So given and to prove, already mentioned here. Here in order to prove this we need a construction to be done. So the construction is that from point D you have to draw a line segment or a line which is parallel to BX and which intersects or which meets AC at point Y. So after doing this construction, now let's move towards the proof. Now in proof, just take the triangle CDY and the triangle CBX. Now this is triangle CDY and this is the triangle CBX. Now here what we need to be done is, you can see here that angle C is common to both the triangles. So you can write here angle C is common, and we had constructed that dy is parallel to bx. There is a construction thus dy parallel to bx, and these two, if they are parallel, then this angle, that is CDY, will be equal to angle CBX. Their lines are parallel and BC is the transversal, so these are corresponding angles. So you can write here that angle CDY is equal to angle CBX. These are the corresponding angles. Now if two angles are equal, then the third is also considered to be taken equal, and hence triangle CDY is similar to triangle CBX, and this is by AA similarity. Now if the triangles are similar, then the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. So you can take dy upon bx is equal to CD upon CB, the ratio of the corresponding side. So dy upon bx equals to CD upon CB. But here we are given that D is the midpoint of BC. This point D is midpoint of BC. So D being the midpoint of BC, you can write here dy upon bx is equal to CD upon twice of CD. Why is it so? Because D is midpoint of BC. Now if CD upon 2CD, if you get this CD and CD will be cancelled and it is equal to 1 upon 2. Ultimately what do we get here? We get dy is equal to twice of, dy is half of bx. This is the relation what we get. Now similarly, if you take triangle AEX and triangle ADY, one triangle is AEX, this triangle, and the another one is ADY. Now here again if you see this angle EAX and angle DAY, that is common in both. So you can say EAX is equal to angle DAY. Why is it so? Because these are the that is common angle. And again EX is parallel to DY. Reason, because we had constructed DY parallel to BX and EX is part of BX, so these two are also parallel, and these being parallel, angle AEX is equal to angle ADY. This angle AEX is equal to angle ADY. These are also corresponding angles. Now because two angles are equal, therefore triangle AEX is similar to triangle ADY, and this is again by using AA similarity. And these two triangles being similar, the ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal. So the ratio of corresponding sides, if you take EX upon DY, EX upon DY is equal to AE upon AD. This is AE upon AD. And this again we can rewrite it as AE upon twice of AE. Reason being, E is also the midpoint of AD. So if E is the midpoint of AD, then these two parts are equal. So AD will be twice of AE. So this is again equal to 1 upon 2, and the reason being is E is midpoint of AD. So from here what we get? We get that EX is half of DY. So in here we had dy equal to half of bx, and here we are having ex is half of dy. Here what we are going to do is we are going to use equation 1. So using equation 1 we get ex equal to, this half is there. Now what about this dy? This dy will be replaced with half of bx. So what we have here? We have ex equals to 1 upon 4 bx, or if you want you can write it as 4 times ex is equal to bx. Now here we are having ex and bx, whereas we need ex and be. The ratio of ex and be is needed. So what we will do here now, 4ex equals to, now this bx, this whole side bx, we will write it as be plus ex. This is be plus ex, so which will be 4ex minus ex equals to be, or 3ex equals to be, and this if we rewrite it, it can be written as ex upon be is equal to 1 upon 3, and this is what we had to prove. So with this we come to the end of this exercise 11.3. Now in the next video we'll continue the next part. There are a few theorems to be done and there is more exercises to be done. So we'll meet again. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all.